The Prism, I don't know. Maybe the Prism. Maybe I need to update the Prism app. Maybe it's junky. But we're back. We're back. We're back on this critter. Let me move over. There was a traffic accident here on the side of the road, so that kind of slowed things up. Saw some chippies. So we're still in Bakersfield. Still in Bakersfield. Still heading southbound. And we're in Bakersfield to see all the awesome traffic we get here. So here we are heading south. And we're catching rush hour here in Bakersfield, California. We're coming up on California Avenue. Right there you can see Cali Avenue. And yeah, this is a lot of traffic here. I wish I could pan around, but I'm driving and the thing, I got it on my dash. So we're passing the 58. That will take you, if it hits the 58, that's how we here in the Central Valley of California, that's how we here. Look at this truck, man. This guy's just moving over lanes. And California, you're not supposed to do that much lane switching for trucks. See, he's 1, 2, 3. He's in the, yeah, he's in the wrong spot, but whatever. You know. But anyhow, I don't see any chat. I don't know if you guys are chatting. So I just see a thumbs up, one thumbs up. So it looks like a lot of people are catching that 58, and this guy just, here comes the traffic, and here we got our slowdown, and yeah. Well, we're back on. The first stream died. I was using Prism, so I'm back on YouTube, using YouTube's app. There's a FedEx truck cruising by. Hey. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right, boss. Hey, Field Guy, what's your first name? I mean, I hate calling you just Field Guy. Look. Oh man, where'd you go? You went back to lurk? Or did get sabotaged by YT? So I can see if you guys post. I just saw Field Guy 316 pop up. Yeah, I got sabotaged. I mean, it looked good for about 27 minutes, and it just went crashing down. And we're barely in Bakersfield. Now it's about an hour, 50 minutes from my house south. But LA stole a hunk of time. Like in the previous live stream, I said 170 miles from my house to Los Angeles. Yeah. Yeah, it broke the street. You know, I switched over. Instead of using Prism, I'm sorry, I went to the YouTube feature, and so maybe, like you said, maybe sabotage. Maybe they don't want me to use StreamYard or whatever. So now they want me to use theirs. You know, I guess. So we're streaming. We're coming. All these people, I guess, are taking the 58, which takes you east, which is the highway we take east, goes over the Tehachapi Mountains and into the desert, and then north of that we would go to Las Vegas. It's a big roundabout. Right, all right. I'll call you 316. Field Guy 316. Well, thanks for joining, man. You know, yeah, go ahead and retract it. Yeah, thanks for joining. So it's a long drive. It's going to be Isaac, man, lots of people, man. That there was Tiffany's back. And I looked at mine. I'm thinking, you know, I guess because I'm doing a ton of shorts. I have a ton of subs. I got a ton of views. I mean, I got views up to yin yang. But the watch hours, monetize watch hours. And like we had this discussion on Sunday. So you got your watch hours that you have on your YouTube studio, right? The creator studio. Then you have, so they got the rules like you said. You got to have 4,000 within 365. And then you got your lifetime. Then you got your month. Then you got your whatever. And then you got your monetization watch hours. Like, what the heck? And then all the thousands of views that I get on shorts, even though they're close to a minute or whatever, those don't add up to hours or even minutes. So they're basically free, and YouTube is obviously going to, well, they're enjoying the views. I don't get anything out of it other than a view and maybe hopefully some subs that may not stick. Yeah. So yeah, I've learned a lot from those chats we had. That's why I keep coming back and I keep asking my questions. And one day we'll get monetized, One day. I'm not really. I thought I would get monetized this year, and then after further review, I was like, nah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So, like I said, the only person that really enjoys that is YouTube. They enjoy the shorts, yeah. Yeah, they're getting the views. People are watching, 45 second, 59 seconds, and 55 and 59 and 5.5. They're enjoying all that. Here's some construction. I believe they're either relocating the Freeway 58 or they're building the high-speed rail, and it's coming through here. Because high-speed rail, yeah, it's supposed to count. Let's see if it's going to count them on December 31st of 2023. When they're going to start to count. Yeah. So here they're building, as you can see, they're building I believe it's an addition to, you can see the American flag flying over the freeway. I think they're building the high-speed rail here. You see all the construction. So when people bitch and moan about California taxes, this is where it's going. This is where it's going. You got, this freeway is 4 lanes north-south, but right now you've lost a couple lanes because of the construction. So it looks like it's a freeway. Yeah, that's a freeway on-ramp to the 58. I can see there, and we can see it on Sunday when I'm on my way back. So it looks like that's going to connect the 58, and that takes you out to the university, Cal State Bakersfield, out that way. So we're still in down. Well, you're in the heart. I'm not going to call it downtown. You're in the heart of Bakersfield on the freeway-wise. You're not going to see much from here to freeway. Lots of guys. And here we call them freeways. This is something I pointed out to a buddy of mine, former teacher. She's retired. I said, when you get in Florida, I've driven in Florida. I've driven the turnpike. I went all the way from Miami, all the way to Orlando. We went all the way north. My wife and I, every 30, 20, 40, 50 miles, we had to keep paying a toll for the turnpike. So they're not free. Freeway, they're free for like up to a certain spot, and you get off. I mean, if you want to go from one little raggy town to another one. But we were going from Miami, got off the boat, drove to Walt Disney World, and I drove the turnpike. And then when I was in New York, those suckers have a tow. I was in upstate New York. I went to Syracuse, and I actually should have live streamed all that. And I regret not doing it back then when I drove to the Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame. So we went to Syracuse, to Buffalo, my son and I, past the Erie Canal, all that historical stuff. Look at this truck, man, just whipping on over, man. Look, it's gonna suck up my. And it's like a canyon here with these fools. Something must have happened because this is a little tighter traffic than I'm used to. Anyways, from Got off there in the airport, got our rental from Syracuse, where Kevin, a bunch of car breaks. Yeah, what? No, I don't know if I caught the whole thing because YouTube kind of makes it fade away fast, so I didn't catch it. What you posted, but I something about watch time. Then we drove Buffalo, out in Buffalo, did a couple of historical sites. Then went to Niagara Falls. Then went to Rochester. Then from there, I went back to Syracuse. My brother picked us up, and then we went to where did we go? Then we went all the way to Cooperstown. So I drove all of upstate New York. I could see the Canadian border on this side of the river, the St. Lawrence River. I could see I think it was Lake Erie, if I'm not mistaken. There was Lake Erie's on the more of the Pennsylvania side, and the other one, Lake Huron, yeah, is on the Canadian side. Well, I mean, I could see across. A lot of Tim Hortons out there. That's like the big thing up there. Tim Hortons, it's like you stop in, grab some coffee, and grab a freaking donut and a freaking bagel or a baguette or some kind of sausage, biscuit, kind of tons of Tim Hortons. Tons, man. It's getting cold in this car. I guess because the AC is really kicking up. According to my fuel range on my Chevy here, I still have 442 miles in my tank, which is not bad. That means I'll probably have enough gas to go and come back. Man, it's still red lights all the way up. Look at that. Yeah, as soon as we get past, is it Ming? Once we get past Ming here, Bakersfield, we're still in Bakersfield. It looks like this lane's gonna end. It's gonna suck. Ugh. Upper Deck has an exclusive Tim Hortons. Oh, really? Tim Hortons, huh? Well, there's a ton of Tim Hortons. I mean, I had never been inside Tim, but I told my son, I said, hey, let's hit the Tim Hortons and see what this fuss is all about. So we went in there, and it was okay. But, hey, I went in. I went to a Tim Hortons there in, I was in Buffalo. Yeah, I was in Buffalo when I hit that Tim Hortons by the airport, by the Buffalo Airport, International Airport in Buffalo. Tim Hortons. And then as I drove to Syracuse, I think I posted a video where I went to Dave and Adams. I posted a video where I went to Dave and Adams. When I was in Rochester, I went to Dave and Adams, and there's Tim Hortons all over the place. Tim Hortons everywhere. Syracuse, Buffalo, Rochester. Oh man, is this some car dead up here? Everybody's swinging around some dead car. Hopefully it's not a dead car. Looks like they are. I see everybody maneuvering. What's going on here? There's a truck on that side dead. No, I don't know what they're moving or negotiating around. We're stuck, man. I thought I was done with the rush hour traffic, and I see a car that's stalled down and a bunch of fools getting out. But what's happening here? I don't know what's happening here. You see this right here, man. All these foolios. I think this guy's from Texas, man. The guy ahead of me. I didn't think they allowed those cars in Texas. Let's see if I can get around these fools. See if one of these guys is kind enough to let me in. Thank you, boss. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being kind there. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, there it is, guys. Check that out. This is the, look at this. Woo. damn, this is what's causing. Where's the highway patrol? That fool rear-ended that chick's truck. That's what's causing this headache, man. I wonder what happened here, man. Crazy accident at 1527. And this is the reverse lane right here. You can see that this is supposed to be my lane on the left, but Caltrans says, yikes, yeah. Yeah, that dude in the gray car, and it's all twisted up. His door, his front end, so that's gonna be a total. That's gonna be a total. The insurance company they'll redline that. That's the word they use. Redline means, we'll pay you out what it's worth. We'll Kelly Blue Book it, give you a check, and that's it, man. They tried doing that to me on a Chevy Silverado, and I said, wait. Do I have to pick this? Because where we live, it's not as modern. There isn't as much to do or the competition. So, well, took the kid, said, well, why don't I do this? I'll fix the glass, windshield, and I'll drive it down my buddy's. I think he can do it for cheaper and get under your red line. So I drove it down there, got fixed, and I got my car fixed. I got vandalized, and these fools took a 2x4 and made it a freaking piñata. He does his live streams in the morning because he says you're live. All right, guys, you guys miss me? It's like it almost lost the signal here. We're at the south end of Bakersfield. See, it opened up about 70. Still here. We're about to get through Bakersfield. We are where that car accident was. I was like in the Duran Yaba Theater, huh? I might come there. That's cool. So we're out of Bakersfield now. We're at the. I mean, if there's any city limits of Bakersfield, I don't know what it would be, but this is all now. Let's see, we got orchards, we got grape vineyards over here. Looks like we got some almonds, and no, those are almond trees. Yeah, those are almonds or pistachios. One of two things. So when it goes to one person on my end, does that mean one person is actually actively doing something? Because I know there's guys that they call it, I'm just lurking, and that means they're listening to you, but they're not chatting. But I don't know how that YouTube does that thing. And hopefully this is up to 20 minutes now, so hopefully YouTube doesn't cut out on me. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it stays strong. Alpha, oh yeah, I guess I'm on a real deal. Because this is now Houghton Road, exit 15. We're just outside of Bakersfield, southbound. The next thing we're gonna come to is Arvin, and then the Grapevine, and that's still 15 minutes, 15 miles. So this is the outskirts of Bakersfield. This is gonna start to get close. Kevin. Nah, no movie deals, man. Just union business, CTA, California Teachers Association, state conference. So I have to pay my dues, meaning I have to show up and vote and participate. So we are on Arvin, Bear Mountain Boulevard right here. Is Arvin. Like I said, it's pretty open out here, man. We still have a lot of open space. Heading to LA. Yeah, Kev, we're going to LA, not to make a movie deal, but to CTA. And those kids, yeah, I got another 10 years, 10 or 11 years before I can ride off into the sunset and live out my lonely days, I guess. I mean, I can YouTube full time. Arvin. So if you get off here, this will take you to 223 state route, take you to Arvin, California, which is a little, I guess it's, I don't know what it is. Johnny, you're there? Is it an oil town? Or what is Arvin exactly? Or is it agricultural? I think it's agricultural for sure. They must have some kind of agricultural something. I know it doesn't have dairies, but it probably has farmland like grapes or almonds or pistachios. I would assume that's what's here. So there are the mountains. You can see them in the distance in there. Let me move this. Let me. Oh, there you go. I made it a little bigger, but I don't want to see your chats, guys. Dang it. I thought they fade. I thought they usually fade. So, Phil, guys, still with me? Still with me? What time is it over there? If it's 5 here, you must be about 8:30 over there on... No, are you 2 hours or 3 hours ahead of me? Is Louisiana 3 hours ahead of us? You're on the other side of the Mississippi. So you can see we're just driving, there's eucalyptus trees, and we're just cruising along 720. Yeah, oh, you're 2 hours ahead of me. Okay, got you. You know, I forgot to mention this the other day, and I was telling Johnny, Epiphany, sorry. And Johnny was, you jealous? Yeah, I was talking to him, my cousin, my cousin on my mom's side, first cousin. And he's a broadcaster for one of the Mexican teams in the Winter League, the Basabe, whatever they are, Basabe something. And he does a lot of sports, a lot of baseball. He's like hardcore. And he meets all the baseball players, all the Latin players, and occasional American player that gets down there. He's like, he's interviewing them. He's got press pass. So he has a channel, Bambino Sedano or something like that. That dude had 58,000 subscribers. Johnny goes, hey man, you jealous? I said, oh, you damn right I'm jealous. So I got to figure out how to corner that Mexican market and get them to join my channel. But man, I was like, wow, he's got 6 channels. But on his one channel, his main channel, 58,000 in his posts, which are 10 minutes. He uses a lot of actual game video and interviews. It's obviously in Spanish. Well, he's getting thousands. I was like, man, my cousin's, he's doing well. If it ties in him in Mexico, I said, damn, that guy is doing very well on YouTube. I was jealous. I still am. You can hear it in my voice. The subs. I was like, wow. And he does the hashtags and all that jazz. Whatever. I mean, one day. Yeah, I mean, he's thriving. Mountains, yeah, boss. Those are the mountains. This is okay, where we're on the flight. You see how flat we are? This is called the Southern San Joaquin Valley. After St. Joaquin. What would be the translation of Joaquin? Jeremiah, maybe, or something like that. But it's a Catholic saint. San Joaquin. And this is the Southern Valley. What you're looking at, those mountains are either part of the National Angeles Forest or they are the Tejon Ranch. It's the last remaining Mexican land grant ranchos in California, and it's a functioning cattle ranch, which you're going to see right now. We're going to, as soon as we climb this baby here, after we pass Sandrini, you're also going to see the water. So in California, we have the California Aqueduct, built with a couple entities back in when Pat Brown was governor, Jerry Brown's dad, our governor back then. Don't dump, they put signs, don't dump our water in the ocean. So what freaking water? All of our water, because there ain't no rain here. We got a freaking drought. It's from the aquifers. Now Arvin is, yeah, they get Kevin McCarthy in that junk. Yeah, that fool. But not the city of Arvin. Nah, man, that's all Raza. That's like El Otro Mexico, man. That's Arvin is different, but you get all the in between, yeah. But as you get closer, and that you can see that tube. It's to the right. That carries the water from the aqueduct. It lifts it. The pumping station is called the Oso pumping plant. Carries it over the mountains, and then you drop into Los Angeles County. And when you hit those mountains, I think they're called the Temblor Mountains. I believe I saw that on the map one time. And my dad used to live up here. So you'll get to see all that as we cruise through, and I'm glad my signal's holding, but there is a point up on the mountains where I will lose the signal. If the signal remains, I will be very surprised, because it'll just cut out, and that'll be it. There won't be a signal until I get to Castaic. That's what it's called, Castaic. That's almost near Magic Mountain. We'll be well into LA. Then the signal picks up. It's a dead zone. I mean, there's nothing up there. It's just mountains. I mean, we'll be on Interstate 5. We're still on Internet 99. County is a foreign word. Yeah, you guys call them parishes. So we have 58 counties, and when this became a state and the transition from Mexico to the United States in the gold rush, we only had about 28 original counties. I'm not certain this county. I'm in Kern County right now. Metlier, yeah. So if you look around, this is Metlier, gas stations. You might see those gas prices right there, man. Like, damn. But you know what? If it's down to $5, that's actually, it's insane in other parts of the United States. $5.49, $5.69, $5.79, $5.60. So that's crazy. Birth of Epiphany. Oh yeah, you're from Kern originally, right? Yeah, there's southbound 99. Los Angeles. So you can see the water pumping. I don't think I can flip this over, turn it over. Maybe you can. Yeah, you'll see some, right about there, you'll see some tubes going up the mountain. Now this tape works good. and that will, I better pick up my speed here, I'm kind of lagging it. The Beck is coming up next. But anyways, that water goes over. That water eventually goes into Los Angeles County, eventually makes it to San Diego. But I think it's dispersed. Say, here's some field here. I don't know what they're raising here. Let's see what it looks like to me. We have a ton of cattle here in this part. And then here's looks like a vineyard of some kind. Let me move over. Yep, there's a vineyard right there. As you see me getting closer to the shoulder. There's a vineyard. And you'll start seeing grasshoppers here. So there you go. So this part has oil wells. This is oil country. So, these other states think they have a monopoly. Oh, no. We don't pump our oil like everybody else does. But we got our grasshoppers. I see them right there. And there's one coming up right here. Look quickly to the left front of this Yahoo with his truck here, his weekend warrior deal. There's the 5. You guys can see the 5 to my right-hand side. That's Interstate 5. Goes all the way from Mexico all the way to the Canadian border. And there's a grasshopper right there. And that sucker's pumping oil. So we got our grasshoppers here in southern San Joaquin Valley. So we're at the tail end of the valley. We're long past Bakersfield. So we're coming upon the Grapevine. And you see the mountains are getting closer and closer, clearer and clearer. And that's the Tejon Ranch. We might see a deer there. The last time I came with my wife, we went to see Duran Duran down at the Hollywood Bowl. And on the way back, we were heading north. There was a freaking deer carcass on the emergency lane. I was like, dude, that's a deer. It was a full-blown deer with antlers and all. Not like a small one. So he must have got clipped in the middle of the night. And he was just laying there. I was like, whoa. And eventually, he ended up in the emergency part of the night. So now, this is now the merge of the 99 and the 5. So State Route 99 is merged back with Interstate 5. And we are now on Interstate California 5. Or not Interstate, it's Interstate 5. It's not California, it's Interstate. And you're going to start to see businesses, and you're going to start to see outlets and things like that, and stores. And you'll see them to the right and to the left. And you'll see these are called the Tejon outlets. This is the Tejon Ranch. On both sides of this is the Tejon Ranch. Tejon is Spanish for badger. So a Tejon is what you call it. And there's a fire station. I think we're gonna come upon we have California, we have weigh stations. So trucks are required to stop at weigh stations to check loads, to pass certification. So we have Famous Footwear here. We got all the outlets, all the exits. I'm debating if I want to stop here and eat, or if I do it in Gorman. But I should have got off here at the frickin' Arby's. Darn it. Now I'm gonna have to wait. But you know what? I'm sorry. Sorry, boss. That was an abrupt freaking 3-lane weave. That wasn't. So I'm gonna get off and grab some grub here. I'm gonna head on back over to the Arby's. Because if I don't do that and have dinner, because they're not providing dinner for us tonight. By the time I get in there, I still got LA traffic to fight, guys. That's gonna be a big you know what. Okay, here's the blinking light. So here you go, the Tejon Ranch. And then I got a blink line here. This is cool. This is actually worked out. I'm glad I didn't cause an accident. So this is all the food. Where's the freaking Arby's? Wendy's, McDonald's, Arby's. Okay, Arby's. Put my blinker on. There's Arby's. I missed the exit. Let me get past the light. Taco Bell. No. We'll go Arby's. You know, because we don't have an Arby's in Tulare. So we're going to grab some Arby's. Guys are going to... Don't tell me what to order, man. Johnny's going to start giving me his order. Bring it back on the way back, CV. Ooh, a peanut butter cup cookie. Sounds good. Hey, I've watched Tucker Tim. And Trucker Tim sometimes will, when he's driving his truck, he'll pull over and he'll get out and do his thing. Ham and cheddar, huh? Oh, okay, field guy, good. Yeah, that's where the seats. Now ours are run by the California Highway Patrol. You know, CHIPS. They have inspectors. And they crawl underneath and check the trucks for brakes and violations and whatever else. And if you don't have that California sticker, man, they zap your butt. Yeah, I thought I had more 20s here. Oh, here's another 20. This one I have to get the receipt, so I get reimbursed for dinner. Let's see what's good here. Prime rib. Anybody here eat the prime rib cheesesteak?
Thank you for choosing Arby's. Take a look at the menu and I'll be right with you.
All right, thank you. Or how about a smokehouse, guys? Man, they both look good. How about the real country style rib? Okay, I'm gonna delete unattach for a second here. Show you the menu. I don't know what looks good here. Ooh, they got curly fries too, man. I think we're gonna get a smokehouse.
Thank you for your patience. You can order one here.
All right. I'm debating between the two smokehouse. You got a brisket and you have a country style. Is it basically the brisket like slice,
Yeah, that one's sliced.
and then the country style is like it's like chunks?
Yeah, chunks of boneless ribs.
Okay.
So good.
You know, let me try that real country style rib in a combo in a meal.
All right. You want that small, medium, or large?
You know, let's go large. What do you carry? Coke. Let me get a Diet Coke with light ice.
All right. Curly fries?
Yes, please.
All right. Anything else?
You know what? That'll do it.
Okay, it's gonna be 12.64 to window, please.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
BOTG. What's that, Johnny? No, I don't know. I don't understand the acronym. Bacon something or what? So I'm in line here. So let's see if I got a baseball card here. Both. Oh yeah. So I got a baseball card I picked up at the Angel game. This is the Tops Now. Picked it up for $5. This is when what's his name threw his no hitter. Drew, you know, keeping the dream alive. Dinner with the wife. Stay awesome. All right, you know, Kev. Yeah, my wife would probably prefer that I'm home instead of at a union thing. But hey, thanks for stopping by, Kev. Don't forget to hit the like and leave a comment when you get a chance. So this is the second half of the live stream. First half was about what? About half an hour, 27 minutes before it kicked the bucket. As field guy said, you know, sabotage. YT sabotage. But we're now 39, 40 minutes strong on this one. So I don't know, maybe going live with, I use both. But whichever one's gonna get me more stronger signal. Now when we start climbing the hill in a moment here, I'm gonna leave you guys live and then I'm gonna run to the little boys' room if you guys don't mind. When I get my food, because it's gonna be a rough climb. And still, from this point, I still have about an hour and a half drive time to downtown Los Angeles. I mean, we're up here in the open space. You guys, and some of you guys may be familiar with the old movie, but it was actually based on real events called the Onion Field Killings. And this is where those criminals who kidnapped those two LAPD cops brought them up here and shot one of them. I think Ted Danson did the movie, up to an onion field up here in Bakersfield area. One of them was shot, the other cop escaped. What happened is, I think the way the story goes is they overpowered a cop, took a service weapon away, held him hostage, threatened the other cop and said, if you don't give me your gun, I'm going to shoot your partner. So that fool turned over his weapon. Now both cops are hostages. Yeah, it's called the Onion Field Killing. Look up LAPD Onion Field Killing. They made a movie. Ted Danson was in it. But you know, going from LA, you'll see the contrast from Los Angeles, from here where we are in Kern County, at the tail end, basically the tip of Kern County. Because as soon as I go a little bit up the hill, I'm gonna be in Los Angeles. You'll hear, and we still got a lot of sun here. About an hour left of sun. Once the sun goes down, I don't know how good this live stream is gonna be, because we're not gonna have much daylight. You might be seeing just headlights and me talking, and I don't know how much fun that will be, but we can have a chat for sure. Maybe I should have gone inside. This tape really works wonders, man. I bought it so this thing would adhere, and yeah, it's holding up nicely. Man, they are taking a long time here. The Arby's is a little faster, but you know what? They're rare Arby's. It's like In and Out, um, Chick-fil-A. What else we got? The ones that are not. Wendy's used to be kind of like very few. When I was growing up in Los Angeles, in the part of Los Angeles I grew up is, if you know the Karate Kid, the movies, he says he's from Reseda. I grew up in that area, and I watched that movie, and it's like, yeah, that's where I grew up. I mean, literally, that's my neighborhood. There was only two Wendy's, one on each side of town. One on one end of the valley. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, and then the other end of the valley, on the east side, and like on Sepulveda. I don't know if you got. I don't think any of you know what those streets are, but those are the landmarks. And now Wendy's is everywhere. They've branched out, made more. Boy, this is a long time. I could have gone in the restroom and come back real quick and stuff. I got his food there. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
1254, please.
Here you go.
Thank you.
1254.
$7.46 is your change. Wine and sauce?
Yeah, please, Arby's sauce. And
Oh, Diet Coke.
yeah, and do you have ketchup?
Ketchup? Yes, you do.
Thank
You also
you.
got ranch if you want ranch.
No, I'm good with.
Ketchup and Arby's sauce?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Arby's sauce. I forgot. Drink this Diet Coke here. Save my receipt here. There's my Arby's. There's my gas. Get reimbursed. That's cool. I'll turn them in, and I think we have a pot of money. But that means I got to share information, so it means I got to be informative. And when I get back to my site. So in California, there's a law that they passed it took effect in the middle of the year. So if you want straws, utensils, condiments, they kind of ask you, but if you don't ask, you're not going to get them. Sometimes it's weird because you don't get a straw, but they're usually good about giving you a straw. Here comes my food. Let me do that real quick here.
There you go. You have a good one.
All right, thank you, boss. Curly fries, Johnny. Curly fries right there, baby. Holy shit. That is good shit. All right, I'm going to go inside real quick. You know what? Their curly fries are better than frickin' Jack in the Box. Damn. That was almost better than sex. I said almost. Okay, guys, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. So I'll be right back. Take my wallet. I'll leave the camera running. Won't take me long. Be right back. Don't get lost without me. Be back. All right, we are back. Let's head south. Let's eat while on the road. Look at my camera, make sure nobody's behind me. All right. So this is, it's a truck stop. So the Tejon Ranch, this is the way it works. They had all this land here. When Governor Arney was our last Republican governor here, when Governor Arney was governor, he was a decent governor. They made a deal. Let me get some more curly fries, Johnny. Woo-wee. They made a deal. And basically, well, it was under lock and key, and there's a lot of traffic, and there was really nobody walking there. Now, I wouldn't do that in the hood. All right, I'm gonna pull the U-turn here. Truck's gonna do the same thing. All right. Wouldn't do that in the hood, dude. Leaving my phone like that. So what they did is swung a deal. Chester's now open. Oh, damn. Chester's is open too? So, Dennis McCarthy. I wonder if it's Kevin McCarthy's real relative or something. Well, I was going to say, they swung a deal, so the ranch remains intact. Meaning, get that Arby's sauce going here. So the ranch is permanently, the state acquired it. They acquired it, and it will remain, damn. It will remain like state property in perpetuity. It will remain open, meaning it's not going to be developed. Yeah, but where I was, man, it's just travelers, people moving up and down. It's different right where I am. Now, had it been in the middle of a freaking shopping center in a freaking town, yeah. But you guys would have seen who'd stolen. You guys could have done the police report for me. All right, guys? All right. So now, it's not that bad. Like pieces of rib, like the guy said. Actually, little mountain, that's all Tejon Ranch. And that goes almost all the way out to the 58, which is all the way down. It's a huge ranch. I mean, we're talking huge tracts of land. Let me make sure this is thick. And as you can see, the sun's going down. So, real quick, that's a California aqueduct. We just went over it. But to the right and to the left, that's all Tejon Ranch. Now here's your way station coming up, I believe. So if they close it, then the trucks don't have to go. If it's open, then the trucks are supposed to go through there. If they know, they call each other up. They start watching and they avoid it. And looks like they have to go in. If they don't, like this guy, I don't know why this guy went around it. It looks open to me. Or maybe it's closed. Not a bad sandwich. So you can see down here, part of the limit, I think it's closed. There are your mountains, baby. All those little black dots you see, those are Black Angus cattle. So we have a cattle ranch, and we're here. There it is, baby. Look at the cattle right there. This is the Tejon Ranch. They have thousands of cattle. This is the largest operating cattle ranch in California. It still sits on an original Spanish, Mexican, I'd say more like Mexican land grant. Because all those ranches or ranchos were deeded under the Mexican era after the missions were over. And there's some more places to stop. Grab this here, need it by my hat. Okay, guys. Now, not a bad sandwich, but it might be more because I'm hungry and I haven't eaten. And that's probably why. There you go. Look at this is where you get the California poppies. Look at these mountains. So we're climbing into the mountains. So the Spanish came through here back in the 1700s. And they came through here looking for runaway Native Americans and stuff. The Tejon Ranch, building the legacy. They call it La Cañada de las Uvas. No, I don't eat every 5 minutes. I ate a little cereal bowl, 100 calories and a little bit of milk, so maybe 200. Then for lunch, I ate the same thing, maybe something else. But yeah, I've been trying to eat less and then eat one huge meal. De las uvas. And so when the bilingual names were abolished in the 1870s, they changed it to, and people commonly call this area the grapevine. The grapevine, because when the Spanish were going through here, there were grapes, and there's still grapes growing along the side of the highway here, along these edges, along the roadway. So, if we were to get out and look, we'd find them. You'll see them. There's grapes, like little grapes, wild grapes. And that's what the Spanish encountered. And that's why they named it La Cañada de las Uvas. Everybody just calls it the grapevine, but now you know why. So this is what to show you the view you see coming in to the CV, to the Central Valley. You'll be like, whoa. And that's the view that everybody's. Let me move over. This guy's riding my butt. The car is kind of. Maybe I should turn off. Lost it. Almost lost the signal. But he reconnected. So we're going to get spotty reception. Because just look what we got. There might be in there. And, these suffered fires. So vegetation might be a little bit on the rough spot. Jesus lives. Yeah, that's true. That's why I go to every Sunday. Damn, great trucks. I thought I was going slow. These trucks are slow. So you can see the trucks struggle up the hill here. Then you got trucks that die, like that guy's right there. And the pickup's there to save his butt. And then what you do is you get also pressure, because now we're going to climb to the summit here. That means the top of the mountains, the highway here. And we may reach about 4,000 feet elevation. So you end up with your ears getting plugged. Man, this burger's messy, but I'd eat it again. Fort Tejon. So real quick here, a little history lesson, besides what I've already told you. So we have an actual Civil War fort up here. So during the Civil War, There were Union soldiers stationed up here at Fort Tejon. So they used to have reenactments. But you know, after 9/11, I take that back. After that January 6th garbage, that stupidity that happened, and people, you know, pushed the Confederacy and all that stuff out. Reenactments have caused a lot of favor. Now, I like going to the reenactments. You know, when you have the Confederate guys dressed up, they have reenactment battles, and as a history major in college, I enjoyed those things. But you know, some people get too freaking sensitive. I mean, if your ass is going out there saying, you know, a bunch of racist, discriminatory stuff, well then yeah, I guess it's not cool. But here's a school over here. I don't know if you guys missed it, but on the way back, I was at the other side of the highway, and there's a school up here called the Tejon Schools, and there's a school up here in these mountains. So we're in Lebec. We're 3 miles from Lebec, 75 miles from LA. So I guess we've done 100 miles, and we still got a crap load to go. And we're still in Kern County. We're not in you'll know when we get to LA. We're coming upon that. And we'll go until the sun goes down, baby. And technically it's already gone now. Ooh, Highway Patrol. That guy got lit up like a Christmas tree, man. There's oak trees up here. So what we have here in California, in this part of California, because I'm not in Northern California, foods. We have oak woodlands. So you'll see oak trees. What you're going over right here on my right is called sag ponds. So these are areas that are low because we're going to cross over, and if not, we're already doing it. We're crossing over the San Andreas fault line. So Interstate 5 is built over the San Andreas fault, the one that causes all those famous California earthquakes. Is right here. Hey Johnny, one more curly fry, man. What's a little heart attack, right? So we're in Lebec, little town. It's not much. Carne asada, burritos. Ah man. Well, there's a couple places that might hit them up in LA. There's a guy I watch on Instagram called Obi Eats. He's got a lot of places he hits up in LA. More like Southern California. He does like Orange County and LA County. For me, I got a couple that I remember. But remember, I've lived in the CV, Central Valley, a long time. But once upon, there's a rest station right there, baby. And by the way, to the left of me, that's still the Tejon Ranch. Now the mountains ahead of you, during the winter, they will get powdered snow. So sometimes they shut down what we call the grapevine right here. They shut it down because they'll have to have a plow and have CHP escorts. So the CHP vehicle will be a lead highway patrol, and he will take hundreds of cars down the hill and then turn around and come back and then get the next batch. Now this town is called Fraser Park. This park is 3 counties. It is Santa Barbara County, maybe even a piece of Ventura, LA County, and we are about to, we crossed into Los Angeles County, baby. So all of you are unfamiliar, this is Los Angeles County. So that was Kern County. I was trying to explain earlier, remember the Dukes of Hazzard? Well, the Dukes, Bo and Luke Duke, they lived in Hazzard County. And when they were at the beginning of the show, like the first seasons, they were on probation. They couldn't leave Hazzard County. And so that was Georgia, right? So the similar thing applies here. We have counties. Their counties are tiny. Our counties are, well, San Bernardino County is the largest county in California out of the 58. But San Bernardino County is larger than the state of Rhode Island. So that's how big it is. So we are going over what we call the Tejon Pass. This is it. We're going to reach the summit. You can see how it's climbing. And we reach the summit here. We call this the Tejon Pass. We will reach 4,144 feet. So this is the Tejon Pass. And there's more highway patrol, so it's Friday night. So it looks like they're out in force. Better take it easy. Oh, look, Johnny, another fry. Woo! I'm just left on the fries, man. A little cold now. Not that, Tim. Yeah, I get reimbursed. So they told me to save my, because I was thinking of taking like a day off. Not a day, but, you know, leaving like a little early. And then it would be covered. But we had to give out 2 days notice to get approval. Blah, blah, freaking shit like that. I was like, oh, that's too much fucking drama. Sorry for my language, YouTube. And I said, that's too much drama. So I just said, well, then, and I wasn't looking for reimbursement. I was just curious. I just wanted to leave a little early. But then I wouldn't have been able to finish I think I was able to finish my study guide with my 8th period U.S. history. So, yeah. All right, I'm all done with my Arby's, man. But I get to my room, which I'm thinking I'll get there by 8:30. It'll be real freaking late. I like the way they set these things up. They know we all teach, and we're all coming from all parts, all corners of the state of California. Some people are coming from San Francisco. That's a further drive than I have. That's like 6 hours if you're doing the 5.5, barring no traffic, right? If you're coming from San Diego to LA, that's about 2.5, but barring no traffic. I'm coming from this part of the state, Central Valley. How about if your butt's coming all the way from freaking Northern California? You know, that's gonna be a rough. Look at that scenery, man. My dad used to live up here. So if you look to the quick left, let me turn this around a little bit. That is what you're talking about. That's basically the San Andreas fault line. It just goes through there. And what we have here is these mountains, they light on fire. There's not much there to burn anymore. Because all these wildfires, we will always make the news on the wildfires. We don't have enough rain. And when we do have enough rain, it rains a lot. And then we got grass that grows. And then it dries and then burns the hell out of the place. So now I know we don't have rain. We got a lot of fires. Even without rain, we get fires. Because we have a lot of grass that just grows because it grows. And now, yeah, these are... What we have up here, it grows a lot of poppies. So our state flower grows up here. So in the spring, like say February, March, you'll get a lot of state poppies. The California poppy, it's our state flower, and they'll fill up the whole. It'll fill up the whole. How can I call it? It just fills up the whole mountain. The sides of the hills are just full of these orange flowers, and they only grow for like 2 months, a couple weeks. They bloom, and they're gone, and they come back next year. The California poppy, and they only grow in the semi-arid. So that's Quail Lake Road right there. I used to take that, go down there, and bust underneath the highway here, and then I'd end up and I'd go eastward to my dad's, and he lived in this Gorman area. He lived on the other side of the Tejon Ranch. So the ranch goes way out there, and they got cattle operations on that side, and there's more farming, and you don't see much. There's not much out here. This is the ridge route, as they used to nickname it, because you're on a ridge, you're heading down south. I mean, on the other side of this hill, it's a ravine. It's just a canyon. You just drop down there, and they built the highway here, Interstate 5. They built it over the old Interstate 5, southbound 5. Let's see, how fast am I going? I'm almost going 80 miles an hour. A lot of cars on the road. There's the California Aqueduct again. Let me see if I can get around this clown here. You'll see it right there to the right. You'll see the like a water. You'll see it right there. You can see it. That's the California Aqueduct. That brings water all the way from Northern California down here. Yeah. You know, and the guys where I live in the Central Valley in Tulare County, Kern, I guess, too. They put out these stupid signs, especially in Kings County. It feels like you're in a freaking different country. Oh, stop sending our water to the ocean. I'm like, what water? What water? It doesn't freaking rain in California. What freaking water? I mean, jeez, the water we get where I live in the city of Tulare and Porterville and all the cities in Tulare County, and speaking for Tulare County, and probably the same thing in Kings and Fresno and Kern, we all tap into the aquifer. That's the deposits of water under the subterranean. You know, it's aquifers underground. They pump into that. That's what all the wells do. They're pumping water. We're not getting rainwater. We don't use rainwater. My rainwater falls on my grass, and that's wonderful. Waters my plants, great. Washes the dust and dirt off my solar panels and the roof. There's no rain. So I don't know what the farmers are talking about. And the water that does rain in the mountains, those are collected in the reservoirs, which we call dams. You got Lake Success, Bass Lake, and this lake, and that lake. Right now, those damn things are so low, they're finding dead bodies, mafia poly shootings. They're finding cars, bodies, people that crashed and weren't heard of, and their car went in and they were submerged, and then they're like, oh, this guy disappeared 30 years ago, now we know where he's at. Same thing with canals. The canal water has receded because of our drought, and they find cars, you know, people submerged in skeletal remains, whatever that. But when go back to the water, you know, that other political party goes, man, build dams. Okay, let's build a dam. And what water in your cotton-picking Vulcan mind are you going to put behind the dam? We got dams so low that we can see old gold rush towns that were submerged, basically towns where many were, they basically told the people, get out, we're gonna buy your property out, and we're gonna build a dam, and this will be a submerged area. So those towns are now, they're starting to see the town, not like the light poles. We're talking the town, the buildings that have been submerged for over 150, 70 to 100 years. You're finding old marinas, old stuff that's, we're back. YouTube almost. This is a real spooky area, guys, so we'll see how long. You can see the ridges, you can see all the mountains. There's Pyramid Lake right there. I should maybe get off, show you guys Pyramid Lake, because you know what? On my way back home, well, you know what? I could save it for Sunday, because if I plan to leave early, and I'll just eat breakfast and bone out of the conference, I can show you these spots on Sunday. So on Sunday, if you want to see Pyramid Lake, see some great California vistas. So Pyramid Lake is off to my right. You might be able to see it. You can't see it from here. I may have to move my camera off the dash. I did some jerry-rigged. I have a weird stand. It's holding it. It's like a triangle. And I had to buy some adhesive tape to hold it together. So that's what's holding the baby down. I get all these, I'm seeing all these text messages from all these teachers. So right here we have a thing called Vista del Lago. And there is Pyramid Lake. That was Lake Pyramid Lake. So Maria and I used to go fishing there. We would drive up from, we live in Los Angeles, fish here. I remember one time, I was telling my brother, my younger Carlos, my younger brother, told me, remember that time we saved that, we were in our boat and we were fishing, obviously. We didn't catch that this time. We got nibbles. We just came to mess around, hang out. And some lady was like, help. And so we had to throw her our rope, and then we towed her back because I guess her motor died on her little, we rent a boat. And we didn't have a license, man. We'd just go out there and, we probably should have had a license. But when you're 18, 19, 20, you're like, whatever. But yeah, there's some nice vistas there. Yeah. Pyramid Lake. Good memories there. How fast am I going? 70. Yeah. That's not too bad. I mean, I'm getting blown away by people, but I don't need a chippy ticket, nor do I need a $500 ticket. Oh, there's the high patrol. That was the sheriff, actually. That was the LA County Sheriff's Department. So you start seeing the headlights. There's Pyramid Lake. There's still here. We're cruising for a bruising. So I think we're getting near Templin Highway. So the guardrail you guys see to my left, and I think right about this curve, I think this is where it happened. When I was in a Highway Patrol Explorer, let me see if this is the right area. I mean, the guardrail is here because of Explorer. You're basically an unpaid little cop. I wasn't a sworn officer, but I was, a young kid in the patrol car, and there was a speeder. Later on, we found had he had a diabetic seizure, whatever. So he was kind of weaving out, and crossing over from the other side. Man, oh, looks like we're back. So YouTube's hanging in there with me, man. I am very pleased with the signal. We're back. We're hanging in there. See a lot of dead cars on the highway here. Still got a good view. You guys can still see it. I can see my Samsung. Looks very clear. Look at all that highway. Look at all that mountain range. Look at all that land, you guys. This is the Interstate 5. We're going over the hill, over the grapevine. People lose their cars up here, man. I've never lost a car up here. My cars have always made it over the hill. I've never really tried taking. When I had my Silverado, there was an extra gear shift to drive, and then it had like either had a 2 or it had a overdrive D, and boy, that mother just cooked it up the mountain. I mean, and it worked the engine less. When I had it on regular drive, the drive it's kind of, you can feel the drag on it, the trudge a little bit. But on that Silverado, my Silverado, 96 Silverado, boy, man, that baby, man, that gear shift just, it took this mountain like nobody's business. So we're officially at 121 plus the 27 minutes of the last live stream that went down. And so, and I'll have to rename them, like part 1, part 2. This will be part 2. This will be the longer stream. And yeah, this will be the longer stream. There's a brake check area coming up. So we got call boxes here. I don't know if you guys have them, Phil Guy. Santa Clarita, San Fernando 28, LA 50. So as we're coming down this hill, yeah, look, traffic looks great right here. But as we get into what we call Magic Mountain, Santa Clarita, Santa Clarita, we start to get the Friday traffic from the LA suburbs. Magic Mountain shouldn't be a problem because they're open late probably on Fridays, maybe not. Probably open late Saturday night. But I don't think we're going to get traffic coming into Los Angeles. I think our traffic problem will be if I was leaving Los Angeles, like trying to head out of here, get to the hotel room, watch some scrambled. What am I going to watch? Some scrambled what? Huevos? Scrambled huevos rancheros? I brought my laptop, and Phil Guy checked this out. But don't tell YT. I brought my laptop. Not my laptop I actually might have even brought my work one. But I brought my own personal laptop. I have 2 laptops with me. I brought my personal laptop. I haven't gone online. And I'll probably log into, an account. And I'll use the hotel's Wi-Fi. And I'll watch some of my stuff. Battery's low. All right, hold on. We're probably at 15%. Hopefully we don't lose the live stream. But it is getting dark. Let me. Fuck. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can unwrap this. Because once it gets low, the battery, it's going to be sucky. So I'm going to detach for a moment. I'm going to hold it hand-wise. Hopefully you know how to control. So forgive me for the shakiness. Plug in, we ain't gonna have no live stream. We're gonna have jack squat, that's for sure. Hopefully no chippies hanging around me, because they'll get you, man. So I'm gonna move it up a little bit more. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta do what I gotta do, or else this ain't gonna happen. That'll at least give me something. I don't know what we'll do. If it dies, it dies. But we made a good effort, getting down here to Los Angeles. Holy moly, we're down to 1 freaking percent. This may die. This may die. This may die. Damn it. This may die. This may die. This may die. But if it dies, we got a good hunk out of it, guys. Got a good hunk out of it. Yeah, so we're now on the downhill. of I-5. So we're coming down the mountains. There's a theory, if you ran out of gas, you could just coast all the way down. So right now I'm not even accelerating. I'm letting gravity just go down. I'm about 60, almost 70 miles an hour, and it's just going. It's just going. Yeah, and you can see down there the lights. That's Santa Clarita. That's the suburb, one of the suburbs of LA, and you just go north. So, you know, as LA got expensive or got too clogged up, people started moving north. Santa Clarita is famous for Magic Mountain being here. But there's a little a movie ranch. They filmed the Dukes of Hazzard here, TV show. Little House on the Prairie. Many other stories. In these hills down below, as we get down here, they filmed the old TV show, The Lone Ranger. Hi, old Silver, and he was filmed here and along these oak woodlands. Now you're not going to see the oaks right now because it's kind of dark. You might see some of it on the highway. I'm trying to pop my ears. So if you notice, we no longer have they call this the islands. We no longer have the other freeway. The other people are over there, and you'll see them in lights. Those lights coming up the highway, those are the northbound lane. We're on the southbound lane all to ourselves. There's no here. It's just there's like a canyon between us and those guys over there. But I don't want to move my camera because we're low on battery. And you know, we want to, but you notice we're all by ourselves. You notice, just look at the screen, I just moved it. We're just cooking down here. I'm not even hitting my pedal, I'm just letting it drive. Trucks probably have to gear shift low. And you can see that's actually Castaic. It's another suburb north of the other suburb. When I was a kid or a younger person, Castaic was small. It was basically a trucker's joint, and now they have houses up on the hill here and there. And we're almost to the base of the mountain, so we're almost to the base. You can start seeing the freeway down below again, the other lanes. We're southbound. That's where we're going. We're southbound. I-5 down below, and we're about to see them in the lights. That is northbound. Let me see where we see them. There's a lot of lights. You're like, well, I just see a lot of lights, CB. Yeah, let me see where they are. Let me see where they are, because we're heading down, and we're still on our side. They call this the islands. The CHP, when I was a CHP explorer, called us the islands. And I forgot to mention the rest of my story. So that guardrail was there because we were in a pursuit. The guy crashed, killed some dentist or doctor guy, and he died too. And you know, everybody sued the state of California. I sued Caltrans. Everybody sued everybody. I even got a subpoena, and they deposed me, and I really didn't have anything to share because I was just a passenger on you know, in the patrol car, and I didn't, you know, I'm not in charge. It was the officer who, you know, we had our conversation, but it wasn't that. Now you can see we're on the south by ourselves. This is called the crossover. So we're now in what we would call Castaic. I'm amazed that there's enough light that you guys can see what I'm doing, man. Castaic. Yeah, there's another lake here, another part of the reservoir. So now you can see just to the edge of the left, that's the south, we're on southbound, but that's northbound. So now we got our 4 lanes, they got their 4 lanes. There's still emergency lane, still emergency lane on the edge. If they ever wanted to make another lane, I guess they could. This guy's smoking. I could see him smoking, and that means he either got bad rings or pistons and you know what, guys, I just realized we're now on the bottom. We're now in what we call, we've been in Los Angeles County for a bit, but we're at the bottom, and we didn't lose the signal all the way up down the freaking hill. That is And that is, I either owe it to my Samsung, to my AT&T, but we did not lose the signal. Once in a while, I don't lose signal. Then there's many times where there's a dead spot. And there you can see the highway. They still got a lot of work to do. So even though we have 4 lanes, there's 2 lanes that are over here blocked off. Eventually, I guess this will become a 5-laner. Yeah, we're in LA County. We're not in LA City by no means. I'll tell you when we hit the city of Los Angeles, and it won't be what people think. Oh my God, where's the building? Where's Dodger Stadium? Or where's Hollywood? Yeah, no. Los Angeles just sprawls. It just spreads out everywhere. Everything. I'm glad the signal's holding. Glad the charge is holding. If we do lose it, we're not that far away from my destination. I like to keep it going until we get there. That'd be sweet, because then I'd have a 2-hour live stream video. You know, I'm thinking that, I guess you guys are right, Field and Johnny. I guess if you do the live streams, and you're right, those are the fastest way to get the watch hours, because if you're just doing videos, you're doing 5, 10, 1 minute videos. Hey Don, how are you? Yeah, I have that box that I bought from you. I really love it. I used it in a couple videos as a prop when I ripped open packs, Don. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start doing more live streams. I don't know how your channel's going. I got millions of subs. I mean, I got the subs that I need, and I got a lot of watch hours, but not the watch hours that YouTube wants. And I guess my next goal is to get monetized and see how that is. That way, so I can at least say I got monetized. I might get unmonetized. That would be great. But how's your channel going? You do a ton of live streams. Oh, it's okay, Don. I'm a horrible speller, and I tell that to my students in class. I said, look, man, I'm a horrible speller, and I tell them, look, nobody's perfect. The only guy that was perfect died on the cross, and I'm not perfect. I admit my faults, my mistakes, because I want some that we're not perfect, even though we're teachers or even a parent or whatever or an uncle. We all make mistakes, and I'm a horrible speller. Doing something good. Doing good. About to eat some Mexican. You gonna eat a Mexican? Just kidding. You know what? I had a friend tell me. Let me tell you a joke about that. So my friend, Mr. Kelly, he ran for state senate up in Tulare County, or in California, where I live now. And he was telling me one night I was hanging out with. He's an old timer, retired. And when I joined the district about 17 years ago, one night he was telling me, I can't eat Mexican food. I ate that yesterday. And I thought to myself, man, I've been eating Mexican food every freaking single day of my life. Pretty much. I mean, yeah, I eat regular food, I guess, whatever, if you want to call it regular food. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, in Italy, I don't think people say, can't eat too much Italian food if that's all they're eating every day. If you're in France, you're eating French food every day. I thought that was peculiar when he said that, my friend. I was like, huh? That didn't make sense. But what are you going to make? You're going to make some tacos, some chile verde, some enchiladas, some salsa. I mean, you know what I've heard people say about California, since I'm obviously driving through California, getting down here to LA. And this is my boss Scott. He goes, man, California is the best Mexican food. And I agree with him, because I've been to other places, other states, New York, Florida, even Nevada. Nevada's pretty close, similar to California. And yeah, we do a lot of Mexican places and really good food. I guess because of the population we have. I mean, California is almost demographically about 50% Latino. It's just 40 million people, man. It's a lot of damn people in California. Oh, we We just went by Magic Mountain. So Magic Mountain, California. This is the one in Valencia right here. There's a Red Lobster right there. So this is Santa Clarita. And this is where the Magic Mountain theme park is. So this will be the only theme park we cruise on the way to LA. Pollo something. Red rice and things like that. Red rice. Yeah, my mom, to make her rice, to give it the color, obviously, instead of just making it white, they always use el pato sauce or red tomato sauce, and that's what gave it the reddish color. They use el pato. El pato seems to be pretty popular. I haven't cooked in a billion years, so I'm not gonna pretend to know what I'm talking about. My wife and occasionally prepares food on weekends because during the week she's teaching and I teach. So then my mother-in-law feeds my two youngest ones, and then her husband, my father-in-law, and then she gives us a little bit more food. I can drink a gallon of this stuff. Well, you know what? Oh, horchata. I thought that's what you were talking about. I didn't catch it because I have a little rope in the way of my phone. But horchata, man. Ooh, horchata. You know, there's a funny... Is it George Lopez? Yeah, George Lopez had a funny skit. Oh, yeah, because he does the Jack in the Box. Welcome to Jack in the Box. And then and it's got a guy who's like a preppy, like a yuppie. Hello, can I order some tacos and stuff like that? You know, do the Bill